Hey there, ready to dive into the buzz in the business world? This isn't just any talk show, it's where creativity meets conversation and ideas come to life. Join us as we sit down with the next big thing in business, from visionary entrepreneurs to inspiring creatives. Every episode, we uncover stories that spark curiosity and ignite passions. Expect deep dives into today's hottest topics and insights that just might change the way you see the world of business. Hosted by the one and only Bethoven Filomeno, also known as Mr. B, with his guest for today's episode, let us sit back and relax and be excited. So hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and get ready to be inspired. Welcome to BIZZ. As we always say, if there's a biz, there's a buzz.
Good afternoon, everyone. To those who are watching with us, thank you for tuning in for today's BIZZ episode. I am your host, Bethoven Filomeno, also known as Mr. B, and I am very excited and privileged to be with such visionary minds to discuss the intersection of innovation, collaboration, and entrepreneurship by sharing their amazing entrepreneurial journey through the merging of their various companies in building a game-changing travel mobile app. As we delve deeper later into the various significant process of the merging, let us first have an overview of the technology that continues to redefine the way we explore the world. As we all know, the travel and tourism industry presents boundless opportunities to create transformative solutions. And by creating something truly groundbreaking requires more than just an idea. It should also involve the highest level of leadership, people experience, and total quality management to make sure that the pursuance of this vision will become a reality. For today's episode of BIZZ, we are very fortunate to have the pillars and founders of a very successful startup company for travel and lifestyle, TripID Plus. They are currently on the top spot of inspiring wanderlust, empowering travelers, and setting a new benchmark for the travel industry. To start with, may we have the Head of Human Resource and People Experience of TripID Plus, Ms. Janine Gauiran. Good afternoon, Janine.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, thank you, Janine. And also, we have the TripID Plus Director of Quality Assurance, Mr. Mike Antolin. Hello, Mr. Mike. Welcome to the program.
Hi, good afternoon.
And finally, the co-founder and the CEO of TripID Plus, Ms. Audrey Carpio. Good afternoon, Audrey.
Hi, hello everyone.
Thank you and welcome. I'm very happy to be my guest for this afternoon's episode of BIZZ. To begin with, so let's have our very first question, and I know our audience are very excited to hear from you as we have this panel discussion. To start with my first question, this is for Ms. Audrey. Can you share with us how this venture started, and as one of the brainchild for this merging, what was your main goal in coming up with this bright idea of having TripID Plus?
Good afternoon, Mr. B. Thank you for having us on your show. We're so excited to be here. I can't take credit for the whole idea of TripID Plus. TripID Plus emerged from our various experiences traveling for business and feeling frustrated with fragmented travel information, last-minute itinerary changes, and the difficulty of finding local experiences that weren't tourist traps. We noticed how we would often have to switch between multiple apps when trying to make plans. So we began thinking of ways to make travel more seamless. When our companies merged, I saw an opportunity to use our combined resources to develop something new and different, using AI to create a travel companion and assistant that can handle complex requests and provide personalized recommendations in real time. We launched TripID Plus last month, focusing initially on travel around the Asia Pacific region. I'm happy to share that it has quickly gained traction and we have now 1 million registered users.
Oh, that was very interesting. And personally, I'm very excited to download that app. I will really try that one. Thank you for that, giving us a quick background about TripID Plus. For my next question, this is for Ms. Gauiran. Merging companies often means blending distinct cultures. How can TripID Plus use human resources to create a unified and collaborative workplace where employees feel valued?
That's an interesting question. Actually, a merger is like bringing together two big families. We need to find common ground while respecting each other's tradition. HR plays a key role here by organizing cultural alignment activities like team building workshops
Mhm.
where employees can share ideas and collaborate. Also, keeping communication clear and open is critical. For example, hosting regular town halls or creating a merger Q&A channel can help reduce fears and build trust.
Oh, that was also a very interesting HR practice. For sure, your employees are very happy with what you're doing with them. So now to move forward, my next question is for the Quality Assurance Director, Mr. Antolin. In this merging, you focus on using technology. What are the key technology trends that you identified emerging in the travel industry?
Good afternoon, Mr. B, and thank you for emphasizing the significance of using technology. The use of technology nowadays is very critical, particularly in the travel and lifestyle business. Technology primarily transforms and enhances customer experiences. For instance, the travel industry is increasingly adopting artificial intelligence or AI to precisely and consistently filter and sort data. Companies operating in the travel industry are now using AI to enhance business performance, and I think that's one of the most important thing for businesses to do. With the use of AI, companies like us, TripID Plus, can look at different trends with customer satisfaction and even intelligently manage bookings and reservations. In addition to artificial intelligence, big data and predictive analytics are also gaining importance in the travel sector. Using big data and travel predictive analytics, we can gather data to enhance personalization and make specific adjustments to our offerings. There are also many emerging technologies in the travel industry, such as blockchain technology for payment options, voice search for finding hotels and tickets, AR and VR, IoT, and many more. So these emerging technologies and innovations are revolutionizing the travel industry by improving customer experiences, enhancing efficiency and operations, and gaining a competitive advantage over our competitors.
Oh, Mr. Mike, that those are very big technology words, and I hope
Yeah.
that our audience will also learn about it as they use the platform. And just like what I said, I'm very excited, and I think I need to educate myself more about these technological terms. So as we move forward for Ms. Carpio, as the leader of this technologically driven company, like what Mr. Antolin mentioned, how could you describe your leadership style? What have you learned about leadership in transitioning from a traditional environment to a tech AI-focused one?
Well, coming from a more traditional publishing company to leading a tech company was a huge learning experience.
Mhm.
In publishing, leadership was about managing defined processes and deliverables. But leading a tech company requires embracing uncertainty and empowering teams to be innovative. In the travel tech space, I've learned that traditional command and control leadership doesn't work, and I realize a need for a more cultivate and coordinate style. With the pace of technological change and global uncertainties like conflict, climate events, or pandemics that disrupt travel and transportation, our organization needs to be adaptive and agile. At TripID Plus, I've implemented what is known as distributed leadership, which looks more like a network than a hierarchy. This means that team members are given more autonomy and the power to make decisions. Responsibilities are divided so that no single person, including me, has complete control over everything. There is a consensus when it comes to decision-making, and I found this to be the most effective way to resolve issues. Similarly, when trying to craft solutions, everyone is able to bring their own perspectives to the table. This distributed leadership model has been transformative. It has fostered professional growth and has nurtured a sense of ownership of one's work. The advantages we've seen are remarkable: faster market responsiveness, higher employee engagement, and constant innovation. I look to companies like Google that pioneered this approach of giving employees the freedom to exercise their creativity. Leadership isn't about having all the answers. It's about creating an environment where solutions emerge from the intelligence of the collective.
Wow, that was a very wonderful answer. And I really got inspired, especially on your last line about leadership. And I believe that your employees are very happy in your leadership. And I hope that as you move forward with TripID Plus, many more people would like to work with you and to take part in this very amazing company. So as we move forward, you speak about AI, you speak about technology. With its transforming industries at an unprecedented pace, how should TripID Plus address potential skills gap in its workforce to remain ahead in the market? I think this question is addressed to Miss Janine.
You're right.
Yeah.
AI is evolving so fast, and for TripID Plus, it's also crucial to keep up. One approach could be conducting skills audits to understand what we're missing. On that, we could offer tailored training programs or certifications focused on travel tech and AI tools. Encouraging internal mobility like remote team from within can also keep employees motivated while addressing skill gaps.
Mm. That was a very interesting thing as you do your HR, your human resource practices, particularly keeping them updated with the trends and technology. So as we move forward, in making sure that quality is at standard, the travel industry requires a lot of total quality management system in place. How TQM practices in this industry contribute to improved services delivery and competitive advantage, Mr. Mike?
Yeah. So implementing total quality management plays an important role in improving organizational efficiency within businesses. In the context of our company, TripID Plus, in order to achieve business excellence and competitiveness, we have to adopt to a new management approaches, one of which is total quality management or TQM. So we have implemented this approach primarily to address our business challenges and enhance both quality and customer satisfaction. Our primary goal is to provide our customers with superior customer experiences, which is why we have implemented total quality management. Another benefit is implementing TQM is that it significantly improves our business operations through quality checks and audits. It results to fewer system glitches in our overall operations. And more importantly, through total quality management practices, we are able to collect customer feedback that help us to offer consistent and quality customer services to all our customers, lead to higher satisfaction and loyalty.
Yeah, so like as someone who's using a lot of apps nowadays, it's always important to secure that our app or your app is always at par and always on check. And like what you mentioned, total quality management system is very beneficial for companies like you. So as we move forward, let's now have focus on the leadership, okay? Just like you mentioned a while ago, Miss Audrey, as a CEO, leadership is always at the top stake. How do you build team cohesion when working with diverse specialists in the landscape of hybrid work environments and distributed teams?
So when our companies merged, that meant integrating teams from two countries, Singapore and the Philippines. And they include specialists from different fields. Each brings different expertise as well as different work cultures and communication styles. To build cohesion, all teams need to understand that we are a single entity despite our differences. Every 2 weeks, we have sessions where team members share not just their work, but the cultural and personal contexts that inform their perspectives. This is especially important for a travel app where cultural meaning varies across Asian cultures. These discussions help bridge technical and cultural understanding while building deeper team connections. It's also important to remind team members that they share a common purpose. We do this by creating small cross-functional groups that change monthly, allowing engineers to work alongside content producers, which helps everyone understand how their work fits into the larger puzzle. The challenge of hybrid work isn't just about managing remote teams, but about creating a culture where connection isn't diminished by social distance. By focusing on interactions that feel meaningful and go beyond mere alignment meetings, we built a team that feels connected and cohesive despite being in different countries.
Wow, that's a very interesting thing, knowing that, hybrid work is already a trend, not only in the Philippines, but across the globe. I know that you, as a leader, for sure you've faced some challenges, but definitely because of teamwork, definitely your team can really work a lot better. Okay. So now TripID Plus stands at the crossroads of technology and travel, which are highly competitive industries. In the HR perspective, Ms. Gauiran, what innovative approaches can the HR take to attract and retain top talent in such a dynamic space?
I think this is where TripID Plus can really shine, showcasing our innovative AI solutions and mission to revolutionize travel could attract tech-savvy professionals who want to make a difference. This is what we're doing now. You offer unique perks like travel discounts or flexible work arrangements. This can also make us a top choice. Plus, partnering with universities to recruit fresh talent could help build a pipeline for future.
Mm, that's a very good strategy because right now I know that new breed of talents, particularly those coming from the universities, knows better than us. But again, experience is also a great context. But again, we can empower them as you move forward. And that's a very good practice in the HR, Ms. Gawiran. So consistency in business is a must. In your case at Tripid Plus, how do you ensure the consistent delivery of your quality service according to the expected standards, Mr. Antolin?
I think one of the major challenges in the travel industry is delivering quality service and meeting customer expectations according to expected standards. At Tripid Plus, we have various tools and measures, such as quality assurance practices, to monitor the quality of services we are offering to our customers. For example, we have regular audits conducted internally and externally to evaluate compliance with our quality standards and company regulations. We also measure and monitor key performance indicator to track our service quality. In Tripid Plus, we have developed and implemented a quality service system that focuses on serving our customers and delivering quality service. We also employ a customer employee feedback approach to monitor all feedback either coming from our customers or our employees. This ensures that we are tracking all the feedback that could help us to improve our product offerings and business operations. We are all taking these steps to ensure high quality work within our team and deliver high quality products to our customers.
Yeah, that's a very good practice. I just want to add with what you mentioned because it's very important that we always give value both internal and external stakeholders' feedback. Nowadays, feedback are very, very significant as we improve our work. In your case, as a startup company, this will really help you improve the way you deliver products and services to your customers and also to your workers at Tripid Plus. So, as a startup company that you've mentioned a lot about the background that is taking the travel industry by storm, how do you foster creativity and mental wellness within your team in a high pressure environment? So, as the leader, as the CEO, how do you do this, Miss Carpio?
That's a great question, Mr. B. Again, I look to Project Aristotle, Google's groundbreaking study on team performance. The results highlighted the need for establishing psychologically safe environments in the workplace. In fact, the study revealed that it is the most important foundation for building a successful team. Psychological safety is the belief that one can express themselves freely without fear of negative consequences. Team members need to feel comfortable raising concerns about their work or being able to share if they're feeling overwhelmed or having creative blocks. To address this need, we allow employees to take mental health days to rest or to go out in nature just to reset and come back with a fresh perspective. More than just giving time off, we're creating a work environment that allows employees the freedom to explore. We provide structured and unstructured opportunities for employees to foster their creativity, from pursuing personal interests or developing new skills, or being paired with different team members to explore challenges from new angles, but without the pressure. As CEO, I try to encourage open communication, provide constructive feedback, and recognize individual efforts so that all team members feel included and valued. Project Aristotle's findings show that by prioritizing psychological safety, leaders can create an environment that fosters trust, collaboration, and creativity. When people feel safe to be themselves, they're more engaged and they make better decisions and they're very innovative.
Wow, as I listen to what you're saying, I feel like all companies should have that kind of practice as well, particularly highlighting mental health because, during pandemic, it was a very, very important part, especially for those who are working. So kudos to your company for doing that practice. So as a connection to my last question, in terms of mental wellness, the process of merging can cause anxiety among employees due to uncertainty, particularly as a startup company. What specific actions can TripID Plus take to address these concerns and foster a sense of stability in the HR perspective, Ms. Gauiran?
Absolutely. Mergers can be nerve-wracking for employees. You know that. So HR can step by being as transparent as possible, such as giving regular updates about what's changing and why you go a long way. We could
Mhm.
also set up support systems like counseling services or peer mentoring to help people adjust. A clear vision for Tripid Plus future will give everyone a sense of direction and stability.
Yeah, that's right. Just like what I said, the way you do your leadership and also the HR practices in your company is very excellent. I hope that other companies will also follow your footsteps in doing this. And I know you also keep on improving based on the feedbacks of your employees and also your clients. So as mentioned by Ms. Gawiran, establishing a clear and shared vision is one of the key for company stability. In terms of quality, what are the challenges in implementing this in travel and lifestyle industry, especially that you are a startup company? What can you say about this, Mr. Mike?
Mr. V, some organizations, particularly startups with limited resources, struggle to achieve the benefits of total quality management goals. Employees in the travel industry face challenges in implementing TQM due to inadequate training in problem identification and problem solving. There is a reluctance among employees to adopt new approaches, a lack of benchmarking to scrutinize other companies' practices, and a scarcity of resources and absence of an effective quality measurement system. These challenges hinder the implementation of quality management in companies. However, implementing quality management approaches is possible as long as there is commitment from top management in developing total quality culture, including development of quality service culture among employees.
Yeah, that's right. And I feel like from your CEO, from the HR, from the Director of Quality Assurance, and to all your employees, I know that you've been embracing TQM in your practices, which is a good thing. So for a follow-up question for Tripid Plus, for sure, it envisions a global presence. You just don't want to stay in your comfort zone there in Singapore and also in the Philippines. What are the positive impacts of international standardization in travel and lifestyle industry? This question is for you, Mr. Mike.
Yep. So at Repeat Plus, we aim to be a visionary global tech company for travel and lifestyle as we transform how people connect, travel, and explore using an innovative AI app. In keeping with this goal, we also strive to provide superior service, which is why we incorporate adherence to international standards that represent best practices into our business operations. For example, we adhere to the International Organization for Standardization, or ISO. ISO standards have become an important tool of knowledge for the travel and lifestyle industry. At present, more than 170 countries have implemented ISO 9001, which serves as a globally recognized standard for quality management systems. The ISO 9001 quality management system is an effective instrument for enhancing corporate performance and facilitates sustainable and ongoing organizational growth. In addition, implementation of ISO standards at TripID Plus enhances operational efficiency, boosts competitiveness, and attracts more customers and partners in our company.
Wow, I salute your company for having this certification, even just a startup company. You know that you really need these organizations for you to be updated in the latest trends about quality management system. So again, talking about global presence, Stripid Plus builds plan to go global. How can you ensure diversity, equity, and inclusion remains the core to its workforce strategy, Ms. Gauiran?
Diversity, equity, and inclusion aren't just buzzwords. They're essential for innovation and employee satisfaction. We could start by making sure our hiring practices are inclusive and by training managers to recognize and reduce bias. Also, creating employee resource groups or the ERG could provide a safe space for people to share experiences and connect. Leadership that reflects diversity will also inspire trust and inclusivity.
Yes, I do agree with that. And with your last word, leadership, you mentioned it reflects diversity and also inspire trust in inclusivity, which is a good uh, bridging as I ask for the final question to your CEO, Ms. Carpio. As the founding member and the CEO of the company, how do you envision Tripid Plus in a global scale? And what is something that you can share to our viewers as a parting message about pursuing excellence, innovation, and collaboration?
When I envision TripID Plus future on a global scale, I see us scaling our technology along with scaling our values and impact. Our AI travel platform is more than just a convenient travel assistant, but a tool that can make human connections more inclusive and transformative. In my previous career as a travel journalist, I've seen how local communities often do not receive the benefits of tourism. With our platform, we aim to help preserve traditional practices and cultures by connecting them with respectful and mindful travelers. What I've learned about collaboration is that the best innovations come out of seeking perspectives and listening to voices different from your own. In pursuing excellence, it's about purpose, not perfection. We are constantly asking ourselves how we can serve our users better and also the communities they visit. At Tripid Plus, we found that investing in our own people, their growth, well-being, and sense of purpose drives innovation. Our approach to total quality management also reflects our human-centered philosophy. Quality ultimately comes from empowered and engaged employees who feel valued and understand their impact. When you align leadership, people management, and quality systems around a shared purpose, that's when you build something truly meaningful.
Wow, this was very, very inspiring. And I hope that our listeners have learned a lot from our speakers. But before we end, I think any last few words for our audience, Mr. Mike and Miss Janine, because your CEO has given a very great, inspiring message for our audience. Mr. Mike?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. B. I think this was a great insights coming from our CEO and from our colleague Janine. I think from Tripid Plus, because our vision is to transform how people connect. And beside that, I think the main purpose of our company is to really deliver a quality service to our customers, and that's our main goal, to deliver a superior and excellent customer service. And that's why, as part of the total quality management team, we are really committed to provide this superior services to our customers.
Thank you, Mr. Mike. And for you, Miss Janine, as the HR and People Experience Head, what is your parting words for our listeners and audience?
So much. I'm very happy because at last this vision is being realized. And as part of the HR team, we would also like to make sure that during the merging, the process of merging, employees will not be left behind. We will be we will focus also with their wellness and give them the perks that they deserve. Because overall, working with this, we would like to have this um mindset that while we are working, we would also like to enjoy. And
Yeah.
as we say, enjoy traveling as well.
Yeah, thank you so much for that parting words, Ms. Gauiran, Mr. Antolin, and the CEO of TripID Plus, Ms. Audrey Carpio. That was a totally great conversation over here. I am very honored to have this conversation with you all. I learned a lot, and also from your expertise and experience throughout the journey of TripID Plus. You made sure that the significance of leadership, people experience, and quality management system is at the core of your operations. To all our viewers, I hope you also learned something from our guest this afternoon into our episode. And truly, the world of business is always elevates at its journey. As we always say, if there's a biz, there's buzz. Thank you for joining us, and see you again next week for another exciting episode of BIZZ Buzz. I'm your host, Mr. B. Thank you and have a great day.